Lpbw star Matt Roloff lists iconic Roloff farms for sale again. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. For Roloff family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Little People, Big World. Star Matt Roloff has once again listed his farmhouse for sale. The TLC star, 63, is ready to say goodbye to his 16 acres of property in Helvetia, Oregon, this time with an eye-catching price tag. In an Instagram post, Matt announced that the famous Roloff Farms is back on the market, offered at $2,895,000. He tapped Matthew Turtzek and Seth Murphy with the Real Brokerage, as his agents Matt described the property as something straight out of a storybook, highlighting its blend of charm and luxury farm living. It features over 6,000 sq ft of luxurious residence, complete with a home theater, gourmet kitchen, and grand primary suite. The new owners will get to enjoy a massive 3,600 sq ft Big Red Barn, along with an authentic Western town set complete with a saloon, jail, post office, and more. The Roloff Farms also boast scenic walking trails, stone castle, pool, and bridges. On top of that, the property is conveniently located just minutes from Portland. The Little People Big World star wrote, "This isn't the first time Matt put the iconic Roloff Farms for sale. In May 2022, the Little People Big World star first listed it for $4 million, but ultimately decided to use the property as a short-term vacation rental instead. The farmhouse, which has been around for over 100 years, has witnessed many of the family's ups and downs. Matt once lived on and shared the property with his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, and their kids Jeremy, Zach, Molly, and Jacob. At the time, Matt hoped the entire farm would remain in the family forever. But as years went by, his children went on to live their own lives. Zach currently lives in Battleground, Washington, with his wife, Tori, and their 3 children, Jackson, Lila, and Josiah. Jeremy, on the other hand, resides in Hillsboro, Oregon, with his wife, Audrey, and their 4 kids, Ember Jean, Bo James, Bradley Knight, and Mirabella May. Meanwhile, Jacob continues to live on the family farm with his wife, Isabel, and their son, Mateo. Little People, Big World premiered on TLC back in 2006, and since then, the show has revolved around the lives of now former couple Matt Roloff and Amy Roloff, along with their 4 children. The Roloff children include twins Zach and Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob Roloff. Out of all the siblings, Zach Roloff is the only one with dwarfism, just like his parents. However, the show follows the couple as they raise all of their children on their family farm in Oregon, battling the challenges that come with their medical condition. Over the years, all the Roloff siblings have slowly moved on from Little People Big World to pursue their own careers and family lives. The first one to leave was Jeremy Roloff, who quit the show in 2019 with his wife Audrey Roloff. The only sister in the clan, Molly Roloff, followed a year later when she went off to college. However, she never formally said goodbye to Little People Big World and makes appearances in episodes occasionally. Zach and his wife Tori Roloff have been the latest couple to say goodbye to the Roloff family farm and the show after the reality star's public feud with his father over their family farm. However, the family member whose exit from the show has garnered the most attention has been the youngest of the clan, Jacob Roloff, who was only 9 years old when the show went on air. For almost 10 years of his life, Roloff had cameras surrounding him, filming every part of his life as a child and teenager. In 2016, Jacob Roloff dropped out of high school and bid farewell to the show right after he turned 18. His reasons for leaving the show were unclear at the time. However, over the years, the youngest Roloff Roloff has opened up about the constant pressure and drama of being on reality TV and how it affected his life over the years. Jacob Roloff announced his exit from Little People Big World in an Instagram post back in 2016, confessing that the producers often exaggerated storylines for ratings. He claimed that the show didn't reflect real family dynamics and writing. For me, noticing how the agenda of the crew doesn't work well with the happiness of our family is what made me decide quite a while ago that I would not be a part of it as soon as I was able, he added. After these shocking revelations, Roloff went on to clarify that while he still loved his family and was spending a lot of time with them, he was never going to be seen on TV again. Staying true to his word, the former reality star maintained a low profile in the following years, while his siblings and parents continued to film for the show. In 2018, Jacob Roloff stepped into the limelight once again when he released his book titled Verbing. According to the book's description on Amazon, it's split into 3 short essays on the subject of Roloff's growth spiritually, intellectually, in the public eye. In the book, Roloff has opened up about filming for the show and how it caused him a lot of emotional turmoil, especially when it came to his relationships with the family. As reported by In Touch Weekly, the former reality star opened up about the aftermath of reality TV in the following words. The same year, Roloff got engaged to Isabel Rock and announced the news to his followers on Instagram, and this was back in 2018. A year later, the couple got married in an extremely private ceremony that took place on the Roloff family farm in Oregon. Roloff's entire family was in attendance, including Zach's wife, Tori Roloff, even sharing pictures from the special day on her social media. His older brother, Jeremy Roloff, also shared photos of the newlyweds on his story. Field producer had put him through as a young boy. He described Cardamona's actions as a long grooming process, adding that he doesn't plan to provide details of this encounter. However, Roloff did express his concern about Cardamone's behavior and wrote that he hopes the man is never allowed around children again. Roloff continued his statement and talked about how sexual assault can happen to anyone at any time. He added that he didn't speak out sooner because, as a child, he needed to process the situation with silence and time. Roloff then took the opportunity to question reality TV in general, speaking out about the impact of growing up in front of millions of viewers who had access to every part of his life. He described his feelings in the following words. After the announcement, Roloff's family came forward with messages of support. His mother, Amy Roloff, commented on the post, letting her son know that he didn't have to feel alone and carry the burden around anymore. Roloff's wife, Isabel Rock, added that she was proud to know him, love him, and be his wife. In 2021, Jacob Roloff and Isabel Rock announced their pregnancy on Instagram, and a few months later, they welcomed their son, Mateo Roloff. However, like most other things in his life, the youngest Roloff decided not to share his son's photographs on social media to make sure that his privacy was protected. A year later, reported that Jacob Roloff had moved back to his family farm along with his wife and son. According to the reality star, his family had been living in a fifth-wheel camper home on private property of land that was under heavy construction right beside the Roloff farms. As his father, Matt Roloff was feuding with his other 2 sons, Jacob Roloff and Isabel Rock, moved into a humble home built on their family's $4 million farm. According to the same report by the U.S. Sun, the couple chose to move in with family to save money and help out on the farm. An insider also reported that Matt Roloff and his girlfriend Corinne Chandler help the young couple out with their baby, while Jacob Roloff spends his days working on the farm. From cutting wood to running the pumpkin farm and transporting work tools around in a tractor, the youngest, Roloff fell into his father's good side while both of his brothers refused to show up during the pumpkin season, the busiest time of the year for their family. Around the same time, the Roloff brothers seem to have gotten into fights of their own in another report by the U.S. Sun. However, over the years, things seem to have mellowed down between them. For now, Jacob Roloff continues to work on the family farm along with his father. The former reality star often posts pictures of his work and family, giving the fans a glimpse into his life on his terms. Initially regarded as the rebel of the Roloff family, the youngest Roloff sibling has built a happy life far away from the cameras.